What is up, basketball fans? This is Zero Gravity, Apollo Media's NBA podcast, brought to you by Big City Wings, Houston's wing joint, Apollo's wing joint. Go check them out. If you're in the Houston greater area, they've got 13 locations, great wings, great people, great beer. This podcast is also brought to you by Celebrity Mint. Go check out celebritymint.com to see their awesome graded, legal tender collectibles of Mike Tyson, Ric Flair, and more at celebritymint.com. And thank you to Prize Picks, our daily fantasy app, your daily fantasy app. Use code Apollo at sign up for up to $100 matched on your first deposit. You can put some money down on more or less for points, rebounds, assists, and more across the NBA. College basketball, March Madness is finally here. You can throw down some Prize Picks. Put your best picks out there for our daily fantasy app with Prize Picks. Use code Apollo when you sign up for up to $100 match on your first deposit. We're back to talk some more basketball. I'm joined always by the What We Learn Houston Rockets edition king, Josh Garcia. How we doing, bud?
Oof, good, man. You feel it? Do you feel it? It's March. Everything's changing. It's starting to get more gross outside somehow in the Houston area.
Yes.
I don't know how. I'm ready. U of H just lost by 30. Everything is behind me. Everything is in front of me, and I can't wait. How you feeling?
I just had an incredible day. I know this is a basketball podcast, but I've got baseball fever now. It's officially here. SEC play opened up for Mississippi State, my Mississippi State Bulldogs, my alma mater, my 2021 national champions of the world. 2022 never existed. We won't talk about that one. But, yeah, they beat the number 2 team in the nation with LSU at home. Run ruled them today. Mike McDaniel got a statue unveiled in AAC in Dallas. So if you don't know who Mike McDaniel is, he's the greatest American hockey player of all time. Played for the Dallas Stars. Got a statue. They won the game. And then we'll talk about the other thing that just made me absolutely delighted that happened today, Sunday, March 17th, if you're listening to this on Monday. But just an incredible weekend for me from a sports perspective. Mississippi State made the tournament as well. So as an 8 seed, which we'll get into later.
Oh, yeah.
Just incredible.
This is beautiful, man. You, like I said, you're feeling the shift. You're feeling the change. Baseball's right around the corner. March Madness is here. You're really starting to understand who's in, who's out with the NBA. Feel it, brother. March is the best. Let's live it.
It is. And we're kicking March off with a bang. I know it's March 17th, but a clip happened just before we hopped on the call to start this podcast. The Toronto Raptors played against the Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic drafted a kid named Anthony Black last year. The Toronto Raptors drafted a kid named Grady Dick last year. If you can think of their last names and what's on the back of their jerseys, just think about the post-game jersey swap. Anthony Black walks up to Grady Dick and is like, "Yo, you want to switch jerseys?" And Grady goes, I mean, all right, fuck it, let's do it. So the Anthony Black goes and checks in with the trainer, like, "Hey, I'm giving my jersey away, just so you know." And he goes back. They take their jerseys off, and Grady's on the left. Anthony's on the left or on the right. Anthony then goes behind Grady's like, "Wait, we gotta switch." So he switches. So Grady has Anthony's jersey, and it says Black on the back, and then Anthony has Grady's jersey, which says Dick on the back. Just an all-time Gen Z meme-worthy moment, and I'm so glad that it happened.
Man, I got that picture saved in my phone within the first 5 minutes of it happening, and I feel like I'm a part of history, and I'm so glad that you got to share that with the rest of the world who just might not know. And this is awesome.
And the best part is that like all the aggregator accounts like World Wide Web and NBA Dunk Central or whatever they are, like everybody's tweeting it out. Pardon My Takes tweeted it out. The best part is that the Orlando Magic gold check mark on Twitter account legitimately takes a professional photo of it and posts it, and they know exactly what they're doing. And it says class of 23, draft class of 23 is the tweet with the picture of Black Dick jersey swap. It's just awesome. Yeah. Incredible moment. Thank you for that, Orlando Magic. I greatly appreciate you guys, and thank you to Anthony and Grady. That was just an all-time moment. It will never be forgotten.
Yeah, brother, you wanted to hit the algorithm. It's not happening this episode.
No,
but we did it in the honor of some 2 great young guys who can just put it all out there on the court. And, I was telling you earlier in the show, I feel like it's not appropriate for someone, who's shooting 4 for 11 to have a jersey swap with anyone, let alone an equipment staffer with a polo or what. Nothing is deserving of this. But under the perfect circumstances like this one, I have just no problem with it. I love it. I think that I think that this is going to be great content, great meme material for years to come, and I'm just
Yes,
so fortunate that we get to see it. And this is our league, you know.
this is it. And we finally hit the mountaintop. This is the best jersey swap of all time. Jersey swaps are over. We can't do them anymore. It's over. They won. They won. It's over.
Oh man,
Um,
yep,
what a time. And this has been an all-time weekend in the NBA, alongside March Madness. Conference tournaments have happened this season or this weekend. So NBA usually takes a back seat during March heading into their playoffs. But we had some chaos Saturday night. You texted me asking if I was watching what was going on at Staples Center. We will always recognize it as Staples Center in LA.
of course.
Unfortunately, I was on the road back from Frisco. I was at the FC Dallas covering that game, which was also a dud. But I want you to take it away. Lakers Warriors played. They had some clock malfunctions. I only saw a few clips, but you were watching in real time, so I need you to take away like just what utter chaos that game was.
Sure. As y'all know, I'm Joshua Garcia, Apollo HOU's boots on the ground correspondent, and from what I did see, let me tell you, LeBron was just not having it. There was about 6 or 7 different possessions. I think it was about 21, 22 minutes worth of real time were taken off of our real time clock for 13 seconds of game time clock. And it wasn't some crazy kind of intentional foul situation and free throws like how we see in, even college basketball, like we've talked about. But LeBron kept taking the ball up the court, and it all started with, I think it was a Jackson Hayes foul, and the clock with the shot clock was just stuck at 14. Nobody could do anything about it. So after about 5 or 6 tries of them basically, I guess, rebooting the shot clock system or something,
Hmm.
uh, they had to get to a point where the PA announcer stepped in and was like, "Fuck it, y'all want me to do this?" So he, for the next, I wish I could remember his name, but he, for the rest of the next minute and a half, was just yelling the shot clock in 5 second intervals. So you would hear 20, 15, et cetera, et cetera. And it just made for it almost like a baseball feeling moment where it's like, this is a weird rule thing that we've never really seen before. What are they going to do about this? And man, this is basketball. This is basketball in March. It just happened to be in the NBA. And I
Yeah,
loved every minute of it. It was chaos. LeBron was spiking the ball on the court and almost damn near hit the scoreboard. People were pissed. This almost kind of ruined another Lakers Warriors matchup, which we don't know how many more of these we're going to get. So it was a fucked up situation happening at our beloved Staples.
yeah. I'm curious why the NBA doesn't have like a protocol when this happens.
Right.
Like just shut the game down so you can fix it, or you have a backup option. This happened in the NFL, I believe, last season, 2022 season. My Miami Dolphins were playing, and the play clock was just broken on the field. So like in the end zones, there's always the big play clock where the players can see it. It wasn't working on the scoreboard. It wasn't working down on the field. It's just like impossible. Like no one knew what happened. So the ref had like they just had a protocol that they followed that the players. I mean, it's in the rule book, so like the players may not have known it, but the refs knew exactly what to do. They're like, all right, play clock's off. This is what we do now. They announce it to the field. They announce it to the players, and then it just went from there. And the game
Right.
went like smoothly after that. Like no problems were had. And then like the third or fourth quarter, the play clock came back and it was fine. It's like, why do we not have a protocol for that, NBA? If you should have a protocol for everything that could ever go wrong, why do you not have one for that? That's just like common sense to have a backup plan for everything. If you're the
Of
league,
course.
not the
If you
teams or the players, but
exactly, if you're the biggest sports league, one of the biggest sports leagues in the world, I'm sure that this. I mean, I'm sure that this has happened before, and I'm sure there's been wacky and crazy shit go down. And remember, 69 to 65 games, in in the 2000s or anything
yeah,
crazy like that. But
gross.
from my biggest takeaway from it all was, like you mentioned, the NFL just knowing exactly what to do, the MLB almost knowing exactly what to do. Um, the NBA does not have any like quality assurance specialists. I don't know exactly what's going down there. I don't know if they're going to update the rule book like we've talked about. The offensive defense is going to get changed within now and the next year. This is just now another thing to add to the rule book, the protocol, whatever you want to call it. And in the moment, it was chaos, and I kind of hate that I liked it so much. It was weird.
It happens. Yeah,
Yep.
I just saw LeBron being frustrated. That's all the clips I could
He was
see. It's
pissed,
just
brother.
like straight chaos.
Yeah.
Talking about some chaos. A few weeks ago, Max Strus broke my heart and made me like absolutely livid, but it wasn't all Max Strus's fault. It was the Stars, Mississippi State. Like it just everyone lost that night, and I was incredibly frustrated. Max Strus hits a buzzer beater against the Mavs, beats them, has 15 points in like 5 minutes and 5 threes, 5 for 5. It was just brutal. Today they made up for it. The Dallas Mavericks did. Dallas Mavericks take on the Denver Nuggets, 2:30 afternoon game in Dallas. Usually they're harder to get up for the 2:30 games. It's like, all right, you get it. You got 5 hours difference from a typical tip off at 7:30, and you're going down to 2:30. So I was not expecting good because the Nuggets are the best team in the NBA and the Mavericks are not. Quite simply, they were up like 8 with 8 minutes left, 6 minutes left maybe. I was like, okay, we're in a great position, but this could be terrible. And it was. Jamal Murray hits a 3 with like 20-something seconds left. I'm like, it's over. We're done. Luka then goes down, makes his 3, tie game. Denver misses a shot. Dallas gets the ball back with like 2.8 or 4-point-something seconds left. I was like, all right, probably going to overtime. Unless Luka or Kyrie could just do something fucking crazy. Turns out Kyrie Irving did something fucking crazy. He gets the ball on the inbound, runs around to like the top of the key, essentially the top of the free throw line. Jokic is guarding him, I believe. I can't remember.
Yes.
I think it was Jokic. So not the best defender, but like a 7-foot man on a 6'3" guy, like just a size discrepancy is enormous. Like shouldn't be able to get a shot off. He can't with his right hand. So Kyrie just naturally goes to his left hand and just kind of throws it at the rim. Goes right in. Incredible. Buzzer sounds. Game's over. Kyrie wins the game for the Dallas Mavericks. Wins by 2 points against the Denver Nuggets. So it proves that you can beat good teams in the playoffs, which they haven't really done this season. I think they only have like 4 wins against the top 3 seeds on each side now. But, if you can beat the Nuggets at home, you're doing something right because you're probably not going to beat them on the road. But if you can beat them anywhere by 2 points with a crazy Kyrie shot and Luka has to score 37, Kyrie scored 24, like it was a close game. It was a low-scoring game as well, like low 100s. So, yeah, Kyrie hit a buzzer beater against the Nuggets, and I'm just having a great day, man. I don't know what to do. I haven't been this happy in a while. This is great.
If there's anyone in the world that deserves this, I can't say you'd be number one, but you'd be up there for sure. You definitely deserve this. And my immediate reaction with Kyrie was, who else would do this? Kareem. But think about it, the height discrepancy, like you just mentioned, it's so much cooler seeing a guard get up like that and just throw that motherfucker up and just hope for the best with his left. I mean, truly, there's maybe a couple centers that could do that shot over Jokic, let alone I'd say probably no other guard could do that shot. And just seeing it happen out in real time, you're just like, oh, are the Mavs back here? What are we feeling?
Maybe. Let's see what happens the next game. Like, because it's always like we have an incredible game and then we just have an absolute stinker. So it's like let's calm down. I will argue that there is one other guard in the NBA that can do it, and he also happens to play for the Dallas Mavericks because he literally did it in like the first week of the season against the Brooklyn Nets.
Oh yeah,
he did a floater being double teamed from 3-point land in the corner, like just floats it. He did it with his right hand that time, but like he could have done it with his left hand. I'd argue like.
Well,
is Luka done? Did you see any of the pregame stuff from Luka?
What all went on?
Did you see so he threw a alley-oop to himself off the backboard, and he had hamstring tightness. He missed the last game, so he was questionable heading into this game. Throws an alley-oop off the backboard and just tomahawks it. His hand is all the way back here, and just yammed it. I was like, all right, Luka's athleticism might be back. This might be rookie season Luka athleticism. 19-year-old, 18-year-old, like he might be back.
Awesome. That is awesome.
And he scores 37 against the Nuggets. Like, I don't know. The vibes are at an all-time high right now, and they could be at a plummet to an all-time low the next game. I know it's possible. It's the Dallas Mavericks, and Jason Kidd's still my coach. So
I love it, brother. Well, not Jason Kidd, but
no.
This is sports. If anything, your Mavs might be back. My Rockets might be back as well.
5-game win streak.
Yeah, I love the reactionary Twitter that is halfway ironically, but maybe not, saying that Alperen Şengün is the problem. It's like, are we
Ewing
right
theory?
Now?
Are we doing the Bill Simmons? I don't know. How's Alperen Şengün? Maybe we have a Ewing theory going on here in Houston. What do we do here?
Oh,
Do we need to
brother.
ship out Şengün and bring in a different guy? I don't
I
know.
love.
How's
Yeah, that's great. The national media heads are losing their brain over their baby boy Şengün not being a part of this Rockets 5 game win streak. They're completely in shambles. But seeing that we're not really making much ground off of this play in, I'm not really expecting this to last. But it does feel
yeah?
good that at the least, with what 10 games left, like we
Hmm.
can actually end the season on a really good note and actually stick to it. If we can get anywhere, 40 wins or above, I'd love to be at 500, but 40 wins and
Yeah,
above, just give me something to feel. Of course, the Warriors aren't really letting up. I think they lost. Yeah, they
yeah.
no, I don't know what's
They beat
happening.
the Lakers, right?
They
The
beat
Lakers are
they,
on two
yeah,
game skid,
yeah. I
so
was
the
gonna say
Warriors are
so.
up to 9
So
now, I guess.
the Rockets playing against the Warriors could actually mean something here in a week or two, I believe it is. So I
Good.
really think, man, hey, pedal to the metal. Maybe a little Tari Eason from the dead. No, he's out for the year. But
Yeah,
Alperen Şengün from the dead for the play-in. Ooh, talk
that
to
would
me,
be cool.
talk to me,
I'm
nice.
in.
That'd be
Well, it's
sick.
good to see, like, because the Rockets, they could have just lost almost every game the rest of the season, and you'd been like, yeah, it is what it is. Like that's fine. It's good to see the ball bounce the other way, and you're on a 5 game win streak against some
Right.
really good teams as well. Like you're
Yeah.
not just beating Charlotte's and the Wizards, if we're gonna point
Yeah.
anybody
Don't
out.
want to
That
be that
sucks.
team.
Or San Antonio, like you're beating, like you beat Phoenix, like you beat the Cavs the other night. Like you're beating teams that you can beat night in and night out, but haven't done that for the last 2 months. So I mean,
Right.
that's just it's good to see that. Like
Yeah.
it's got to be encouraging because you're even if you don't make the play in, like at least you did some good things at the end of the season. You know?
Yeah. Texas basketball will be okay, and that's the moral of this story,
Yep.
regardless. And just seeing the Rockets come out, kind of guns blazing. That they're 5.5 feet, underground, but
Mhm.
they're still throwing punches at whoever's gonna, feel it. So I'm really really excited about Texas basketball. I just hope that your Mavericks, pull it out for the rest of the. I can't even say that for the rest of the world, for the rest of the state. Ugh, I can't root for this Mavs team, but I want
The
to.
rest of the Republic,
Yeah, there you go.
Republic of Texas. Yep, there it is. That's the end of NBA talk this
Yep.
episode. We're gonna move over to true March Madness. We're gonna do a full bracket live. Not really live for y'all, but live for us. We're gonna do
Yes.
this live on Zero Gravity. We're gonna do a bracket. We're on ESPN's redacted tournament challenge app. So we're gonna just run it right through. Like
Yeah.
you ready for
Yeah.
this? Let's do a
For
little March
sure.
Madness, and obviously with Prize Picks, if you deposit today, you can get up to $100 match on your first deposit using code Apollo on Prize Picks. You can go pick more or less on rebounds, points, assists, like all kinds of different stats for college basketball during March Madness. Go use code Apollo at Prize Picks for up to $100 match on your first deposit. Let's do this bracket. Let's figure this out. Sir, is East showing up for the U on the top
Yes.
here? All
Yes.
right. So
I was gonna say,
UConn,
yeah, all the nooks and crannies are gonna get figured out live on air.
yes,
We're gonna fuck this up so badly. I can't wait. Here we go.
absolutely. It's gonna
East
be
East
great.
starts.
So the UConn Huskies are your number 1 seed. They're playing Stetson. Which I don't. Is Stetson the team in Tuscaloosa? No,
I'm
that's a
trying to think
community
of what
college. Never
conference.
mind.
Oh, also, let me preface this with, I think that Stone, you know enough about the SEC. I might know a
Yeah.
little bit about the Big 12, but we're not here saying that we know anything about college basketball. This is not gambling advice, not legal advice
No.
either. Um,
No.
we are doing this for the love of the game and the love
Yeah.
of March. So let's
This
get
is
after it,
just
brother.
your typical office bracket filling out because we don't really watch enough college basketball to really have a clue what's
Right?
going on. We're going to take UConn here, correct?
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Absolutely. To move on to the 8-9 matchup, FAU versus Northwestern. FAU was in the Final Four last year. I have to lean them.
This will be a fun
Al?
situation, and I think last time I saw FAU was like 27-7. Also, on the Tourney app, there is literally no stats that I can see in
Nope.
comparison to the ESPN.com, where you can actually, or sorry, redacted.com, where you can actually see the predictors, see the stats, the whatever it is, RPI, Ken
You can
Pom
hit preview.
bullshit. Let me see. Let me hit preview here. Okay, we can get a preview.
You
We
get a
can
little bit of stats here.
get a little bit. Not really. Okay, I'm not reading all that.
Ooh, FAU
Okay.
doesn't play defense. Might be out.
Yeah. I'm thinking middling, kind of Northwestern. I didn't know that they were even a part of this tournament until just recently.
Just now, yeah.
Just now, actually, yeah,
I
recently.
figured it out as well. I did not watch the tournament
I thought that the
bracket.
Big
I
Ten
didn't
was
watch
strong.
selection. I
Yeah,
didn't watch selection Sunday, so I don't know what's going on here.
this is awesome.
I'm taking
um,
FAU because they were in the Final Four. That's my
well,
pick.
yes, we'll go ahead and take FAU here, and I like the Final Four vibes going on in the East. This is a little
It's interesting.
terroristic. I like it.
It's good. Next matchup: San Diego State as the 5 seed, UAB as the 12 seed. We talked about it off air. I think we're leaning UAB here. There's
If
always a
there,
12 that beats a 5
yeah,
every year. There's at
come
least
on,
one.
come on.
We're
If
taking
there's
UAB.
anybody to do it, the AAC. I mean, even with the conference realignment, hey, I at least know enough about this. With the AAC and the entire new conference realignment, I'm sure that the good teams have kind of left, but I think Memphis is still in there. Can't tell you if Memphis has done great this year, but what I can tell you is there's
Who's to
enough
say?
competition in the AAC to make it somewhat of a decent conference, and I trust the AAC over what does San Diego State play the WAC? I
Are they
forget.
are
I
they in the
forget.
WAC?
Uh,
I don't know.
yeah,
Whatever. We're
yeah.
taking UAB.
We'll take
Nonetheless.
UAB here.
Sticking with
Uh,
some Alabama teams, the 4 seed Auburn is facing off against the 13 seed Yale. As much as I hate to say it, we're taking Auburn here.
yeah, of course, and Auburn almost just ran through the SEC tournament. We were talking about my Golden Boys and Reed Shepherd and Rob Dillingham kind of getting the boot out of that tournament, but I did pay attention enough, and I did see that Auburn team just shit on Florida today. God rest
Yep.
that kid Soul who had that season-ending injury. Wish I could tell you his
Mm-hmm.
name, but seriously, true respect. Nobody wants to go out like
No,
that. But we
no,
will
it's
take
brutal.
Auburn here. Shout out Yale though for the buzzer beater. They were
Yeah,
completely left wide open,
sure.
and I think it was right outside of the paint, and it was just disgusting hoops going on in Ivy League country.
I would like to say that Mississippi State is the only team to lose to Auburn by single digits this year. Everybody else lost by double digits. So
Big time, big
should have
time. When
won as
When
well
Auburn's
if
on, they're
we
on.
could shoot free throws, but it's fine.
Okay.
6 seed BYU is version off against number 11 seed. Do you want to pronounce this name? Is it Duquesne?
Duquesne, I think it's Duquesne. We could
That
go
sounds right.
1A,
Looks right.
1B, Duquesne, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, sure.
Um,
Duquesne.
What's great about this though? Let me just get this off of my chest. I did see a big. I think you might have seen this too. Someone's dad took a job at Duquesne, 1977, and he said that he's been waiting 45 years for this moment, so he deserves it. They haven't been in
All
the
right, so we're
tournament
taking
since the
Duquesne.
70s, and I'm just really happy to see it happen. They won the MEAC. I'm gonna try and guess each conference here. I couldn't tell you, but they did win a conference championship. And BYU is just stinker vibes all around. Not even the ghost of Jimmer Fredette could save you. But all that being said, I'm still taking BYU here.
Yeah, no, that's probably the right pick. But I was very tempted by the lore and the story that you just told to pick
Yeah.
Duquesne. But
Yeah.
we'll roll with BYU. Moving on. Number 3 seed Illinois versus 14 seed Morehead State. We're just gonna take Illinois here, right?
Illinois is almost elite.
Okay.
Uh,
They were really good last year, right? And they
I
just
think they're a good enough team. Shout out Kofi Coburn playing overseas still.
sure.
You're in our hearts, buddy. No, that
Johnny
was 2
Flynn.
years ago. Yeah, 2
I was
years ago.
Syracuse. Never mind.
I don't know ball. We'll take Illinois here. I like that.
Sure. Number 7 seed Washington State.
State.
The Wazoo
Yeah.
Cougars. Shout out Mike Leach versus off
God rest.
10 Drake.
Uh,
Drake always just seems like they win the game.
Yeah, like a Drake and Butler vibe. Come on, like you can't not have that. Also, hey, for my trusty ESPN preview here, I'm seeing 28-6 with Drake winning a conference. I'd imagine. They do have some great wins against Indiana State. They won one. They played Bradley. Does it say 3 times in a row?
I'm taking
Oh,
Washington
these are
State because
key
they
wins.
allow
Okay.
less points.
Yeah,
Taking Washington State because they have a better defense and they
yeah.
played probably better teams.
This is where we're gonna split. I'm gonna go
All
ahead
right,
and take Drake here and
fine.
see where this leads us here in the
That's
future.
good. That's good. Iowa State, number 2 seed versus 15 seed South Dakota State. Iowa State is the pick here.
Yeah, they're elite. They've beaten U of H twice. If there's anyone to make a deep run that's not a number 1 team, Iowa State is definitely my pick. And from the 3 games that I've seen them play this year, it's just like these motherfuckers that play with corn can really throw a basketball in a hoop, dude. It's pretty serious.
Sure. Good for the Cyclones. Moving on to the West. It's weird. North Carolina versus either Howard or I don't know.
Wagner.
WAG Wagner.
Wagner.
I don't know. I'm just guessing here because you can't even see the teams on ESPN app. This
Yeah,
sucks. North Carolina's the pick, very clearly.
clearly.
You don't even know who the other team is, so I'm
Yeah,
assuming it's Howard and Wagner, but I don't know if that's true or not. Could be wrong. That's one of the final four teams that get in there. 8-9 matchup. Mississippi State is the 8 seed. My Mississippi State Bulldogs versus the number 9 seed Michigan State Spartans. The Battle of MSU. Winner gets to keep the title of the real MSU. I'm taking my Bulldogs. I don't care what you do. You're wrong if you choose against my Bulldogs because we play defense down south here in Starkville, Mississippi.
That's right. That's right, brother.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm taking Mississippi State. We score more points than them too. It was crazy.
Yeah, I don't hate that at all. I mean, like we talked about pre-show, the SEC is once the South really invests in basketball, they're in it, and we've kind of gotten blips with how good Alabama's become, Arkansas with Nick Smith. You know, you're really seeing some actual teams come out of the SEC. No, that's not just football related. So I think the SEC's kind of got the Big Ten here, and I have to agree with you, brother. Mississippi State, at least to the round of 32. I'm sure you'll have other ideas, but
I'm just gonna make them I'm gonna put them in the Final Four. I don't give a fuck.
I know. You
feels like 96, baby. Feels like 96.
You stink, brother.
Feels like 96. Number 5 seed St. Mary's versus 12 seed Grand Canyon. I'm always tempted to just take every 12 seed. Every single year, I'm just like, I want to take the 12 seed every single time.
It's every time, dude.
But I'm going to take St. Mary's here. I'm going to be responsible and take the good team.
In a weaker, at least from what I've seen, and again, I always want to disclaim, everything. I don't know anything at all. What I did see with the WCC this year, Gonzaga was pretty dog shit. St. Mary's kind of came out and stole the conference from them. Don't look now, but Grand Canyon University at 29-4. I think they got promoted to a little bit of a better conference over the past couple years, and they've been in the tournament 3 out of the past 4 years. So they're starting to build the resume, and I think you might end up seeing a potential Sweet 16 run out of them. I'm not saying that it's going to happen, but I'm saying it could. And
all I know is St. Mary's only allows 58.7 points per game. So taking St. Mary's.
I love our immediate stats we're picking up here, dude. It's like we're reading Wikipedia articles for an hour. This is great.
Podcast. Let's just keep running through this. Alabama, number 4 seed, 13 Charleston. I'm taking Alabama. No need to even think about that one.
Yeah, I mean, Charleston does this thing every year where you kind of notice they'll go 28-4, and they'll shit the bed in the conference tournament, or they'll just they'll just play weird and have crazy records, but they have nothing to show for it because they're a mid-major team. Give me Alabama.
Clemson, 6 seed. New Mexico, 11 seed. Let me just look at the stats real quick. Oh, I'm taking New Mexico. Fuck this. I'm taking New Mexico, 11 seed. Upset, baby.
Yeah, I know Jalen House has been hooping. Streets are saying, because I have not ingested a single minute of a New Mexico game this year, but I've heard the name Jalen House. So We'll go with Jalen House here and keep it pushing.
Yeah, number 3 seed Baylor, 14 seed Colgate. Let's take redacted Baylor. I don't care for them. Yeah. Their national championship was fake. I don't remember it. It didn't happen. Number 7 seed Dayton, number 10 seed Nevada. Is it Nevada or Nevada? I can never tell.
Nevada.
Nevada sounds way cooler.
Yeah.
I'm taking Dayton.
Yeah, give me Dayton here. Obi Toppin, again, the ghost of Obi Toppin, which should have been their championship year.
Jesus Christ.
Dayton's big run.
Number 2 seed Arizona to finish out what are we in the West? Arizona versus Long Beach State. Now, if this was baseball, I'm taking Long Beach State. Love the Dirtbags. Not going to take them. I'm going to take Arizona.
I'm sure you've heard the story of their coach getting fired. Have you heard of this or no? Okay.
Cannot confirm. I have no idea.
Just wanted to see if I had to explain this or not. Their coach essentially got fired, mutual decision to part ways, etc. And they won the conference championship. They were a 4 or 5 seed, and I guess their administration, their AD was like, "You're not doing enough." So he went out and won the damn thing, and now they have a first-round matchup as a 15 seed, which I'm not saying that Arizona's vulnerable, but Caleb Love is, he's 24 years old. It's going to be hard to beat a 24-year-old. I don't even know if he's 24. I'm just saying he's been in the NCAA basketball league for very long
7
time,
years. Just like
and I
North
think
Carolina's like power forward or center, whatever his name is.
yeah, a Baycott, yeah, it
Yeah,
should be
he's
illegal.
been playing
Um,
for 9 years. I've seen him on my TV since 2015. It's incredible.
Bo Nix, get a job.
Bo Nix isn't even that old.
He's older than me, I think. I'm 22.
All right, yeah, he's 23.
That's no, no
He
one
got an
should be.
extra year because of COVID. That's the only reason.
Whatever, dude. Whatever.
Whatever, dude. He's not
No.
even that old. Just give Bo Nix a. Let's talk about Michael Penix. He's been in college football for 20 years.
Yeah.
Moving on to the South. Houston, number 1 seed, 16 seed Longwood. Let's take Houston. Let's just move on.
Whose house?
Houston. 8-9, Nebraska, Texas A&M. I'm gonna go Texas A&M.
This will be fun. This will be one of those fun, weird, like mid-level matchups where I forget who's the guy. Is he the guard on Nebraska? He's been balling out. A&M cannot shoot threes to save their life, from what I've seen this season. I think
Oh,
they're
they're
27 or 28%, and maybe you can attest to this because you know SEC ball. But from what I've
they
seen,
hit every fucking three against Mississippi State to end, like the second to last game of the season. Like I'm not kidding you. They shoot like 20-something% from three as a team. And I'm going to take them in a round 1 matchup, which is the wrong thing to do, but I'm going to do it anyway. But they literally hit like 75% against Mississippi State that game. I'm
yeah,
not even joking. Like 75%.
No, that's disgusting. I'll take Nebraska here just for Big Ten vibes. We got to
sure. Whatever.
Reset.
5 seed Wisconsin, 12 seed James Madison.
Don't look now, brother.
I'm taking James Madison. I'm doing it. I don't care. I don't care about my bracket. I'm doing it. I got persuaded by a kid in the press box that went to James Madison last night in FC Dallas press box. He was talking about his alma mater. I was talking about mine. I think we both persuaded each other to take us in the first round. I'm taking James Madison. I'm riding with my boy.
I love it. And if you think about it, this is the Big Cat PFT Super Bowl.
I forgot about that.
Can't wait.
I forgot that PFT went to James Madison. Yeah, it's elite.
Yeah, Wisconsin just beat Purdue, so I'd almost argue that I know they are a 5 seed, but Wisconsin is the do not look now team. I know that James Madison is 30-3 or 31-3, whatever they are.
Yeah,
I feel like Wisconsin even winning here would almost feel like an upset too, because they could almost be a team of destiny at this point. So I'm taking
Wisconsin peak too early. That's what I'm asking.
Yeah.
Moving on, 4 seed Duke, 13 seed Vermont. I'm taking Duke. I'm a Duke Brotherhood member. Went to Duke for 7 years back in my early days. Attended, went to the Cameron Crazies. You know, I just did all the things. I'm part of the Brotherhood. Me and Grayson Allen and JJ Redick, we just hang out in the white corner. Mm-hmm. It's great. We love white parties.
Yep, Michael Rubin style, baby.
I'm taking Duke.
I have an emotional attachment with Vermont here. I spent about 10 years of my virtual life rebuilding them on College Hoops 2K7 with your boy, JJ Redick, on the cover. I would just like to say I brought them 2 national championships in 10 years, and I think it was 5 conference championships. So I just did what I could. I'm only one man, but to feel something for my national player of the year, Jalen Gamble, real person by the way in the game. He balled out. He was like a 97 overall his junior year. He didn't even declare for the draft. I had him for an extra year. We won in his senior year. It was perfect. So give me my Vermont Catamounts here. Also, shout out Jake Marsh, big Vermont guy.
Yeah,
I feel
this
it.
Also feels like a Duke team that could very much lose in the first round, and I'm very nervous. Texas Tech number 6 seed, Texas Tech 6 seed versus 11 seed NC State. I'm riding with the big boy in NC State. I don't know what his name is. He's 6'9", 400 pounds. He's just elite. They won the ACC tournament. Just an elite content machine. I'm taking NC State. Keep the content machine rolling. I don't care about the Red Raiders.
I've had some family members go to Texas Tech, so obligatory guns up.
Yeah, sure.
We'll take them. We'll take them there. In a hard Big 12, it's like you gotta ride with your guys that are playing in the harder conference. But shout out NC State did they win that
ACC tournament? I think.
Wow, that's good stuff.
Yeah.
And North Carolina still got a 1 seed. What the hell is wrong with these people?
Because Tennessee lost in the first round of the SEC tournament.
This is true. To your Mississippi
State Bulldogs by 20 points. They got fucking just bulldogged. If you ain't dog, you dog food. Number 3 seed Kentucky, 14 seed Oakland, Kentucky.
Yeah, give me Kentucky here. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Nothing about number 7 seed Florida, number 10 seed. I would assume it's Boise State and Colorado. I'm going to take Florida. They look good. I know they went through an injury today, but they look good in the SEC tournament up until the championship game. Taking Florida.
Yeah. I'm completely forgot his. Is it Cody Williams, Jalen Williams' brother, who's on Colorado? Correct.
Sure.
I don't know.
I don't know. I
Maybe
don't
I'm
watch
a.
college basketball. This is all new to me. I have no idea what we're doing here.
I believe that's his name. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I apologize. The vibes I've seen him this year, I feel it. But seeing Florida go deep in that SEC tournament, I feel like they might be March ready, if that makes sense. So we'll take Florida
Yeah,
here.
we'll do it. Last one of whatever South was. We're in the South region. Marquette in the South region. Sure, it makes sense against Western Kentucky. Marquette's a 2 seed. Western Kentucky's a 15 seed. I'm rolling with Jimmy Butler and Dwayne Wade. Marquette
There you go. There you go. Shout out
and
Marquette.
Tom Crean.
No comments.
SEC legend Tom Crean,
That's
coach.
right.
I don't know if he's actually still the coach at Marquette, but probably got fired.
Oh,
Moving on to the Midwest. Last region here. Purdue, 1 seed. I guess that's Middle Tennessee State versus Grambling is my guess.
yes.
ESPN. What the fuck? Why can't I just look at both of these teams? Purdue is the pick. Easily. Just move on. 8-9 matchup. Utah State versus TCU. I'm rolling with my Horned Frogs.
That's
Take my
right.
boys.
That's right. Again, the Big 12 is just so different. And if you look at TCU, they actually did beat U of H this year. So they got a little resume on them. So I know they're, I think, 20-12 or whatever. But I really do think that, TCU could at least make it out of the first round. This is a perfect matchup for them against, a somewhat hot Utah State team from what I have seen. I couldn't tell you what conference the Utah State's in. All I know is I think that they won it. Hey, I have a 1 in a 2 chance of being right. So I think that's good odds for me. That's all I got. Give me Horned Frogs.
5 seed Gonzaga, 12 seed McNeese. I'm going to go with Gonzaga because I've already taken my 12 seed and I'm just going off of the numbers game. I know this is nervous and the Gonzaga is not that good. I'm going with my gut here. I don't want to do it, but you're probably going to take McNeese.
Let me tell you something. And McNeese is the don't look now team. I think they're 31-3, 30-3. They're one of the, I think, only 4 teams in the country with 30 wins. And this could be it. I think
all right, I'll do it. Fuck it.
Yeah,
12 seed. We'll walk another 12 seed in the bracket.
I don't even know. I think, are they in the SWAC? No, I don't know what conference. To the South.
I don't even know where McNeese is. I just have no idea.
Lake Charles, Louisiana. Come on, it's the South.
Yeah, sure. 4 seed Kansas against my wife's alma mater, 13 seed Samford University, Birmingham, Alabama. They won their conference, clinched tournament spot. I'm not going to take Samford. However, I'm going to take the defending champs.
Interesting. Defending champs.
Are you going to take Samford here?
Wait. Hold on. Connecticut won the championship last year. Thank you very much.
Oh, they did. Kansas was 2 years ago.
I
don't watch college basketball. See, I told you,
dude. It was the cheapest.
UConn won the title last year.
Yes, I was at the game.
Huh.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
Donovan Clingan. No, they and want to know the team that they played. Are you ready for this? You're not ready for this. San Diego State.
Yeah. I remember FAU and was it Miami?
Yes,
in the Final Four last season, and I was rooting for an all South Florida matchup, and I didn't get either of them. And San Diego hit the buzzer beater. I remember that.
That was
I watched the Final Four. I did not watch the national championship game because it starts at 9 p.m.
I know.
in Central Time. What am I? No, I'm not staying up for that. I don't care,
brother. Let me tell you, you did not miss much.
It was a blowout, wasn't it?
It was a blowout at the end, but it was one of those games where it's almost like you'd rather watch the blowout instead of the game where it's always one team is up 10 to 12 points and they can just never seem to get back. But it was by far, because if you remember, U of H and Texas were both really good last year. So
yes,
the tickets for the Final Four event in Houston were like $500-$600 just to get in the door for one of the games. And then finally, UT got out of the tournament, and U of H lost. I think it was in the Sweet 16 to Miami, and man, tickets were like $50 after fees.
Yeah, and it plummeted. I remember that.
It was
that an
nothing.
NCAA Dallas game again last year.
Yeah, just saying you were able to go to an NCAA championship game. I mean, come on, like any championship game. I don't care if I was going to say lacrosse would be something else, but a major sport. Come on.
Yeah, you take that.
Yeah.
We're taking Kansas though, correct?
Yes.
Okay. South Carolina, number 6 seed, 11 seed Oregon. South Carolina is good. I know they got just murdered the other day by Auburn, but taking South Carolina, they're a good program.
Right.
Program, as they say in the SEC. They had a great season this year. They beat Mississippi State just every time. It was brutal. I like their team. They play good defense, and their offense is fine. So,
right. Fun vibes.
3 seed Creighton, 14 seed Akron.
Big East
I'm
basketball. I
tempted.
mean,
Like, do we take like a crazy one? We have a couple 12 seed upsets here. Do we do a 14 seed upset? Doug
I don't.
McDermott's not walking through that door, Creighton.
Nope. I mean, I got my 13 out of the way with Vermont and Duke. You can
Oh,
play this
you
however
did.
you like. I'm going to take Creighton here because I think out of any 3 seed, they are the greatest 3 seed, and I think they can easily make it to the Elite Eight, if not the Final Four.
Fuck.
That's
Yeah, I
my
gotta take Creighton.
analysis.
I can't
Don't.
do it. I can't do it. I'm taking Creighton.
Yeah.
Texas 7 seed, 10 seed UVA/CSU. So I'm assuming that's Virginia and Colorado State.
Yes.
Don't kill me if I'm wrong. I'm taking Texas, even though they kind of look like garbage. They can win one game and then they get the fuck out of here.
That's exactly what I'm thinking too. I'm like they're a middle 7 seed. They haven't been played great this year. U of H has
Mhm.
beat them twice, I think, and I'm just not feeling the vibes. But I'll feel the vibes
No,
enough for this first round here. But let's just wrap up here with Tennessee St. Peter's. Are you feeling some sort of what is his name? Dougie Buckets or Dougie Eater?
Dougie McBuckets.
Yeah, something like that. You feeling those
Dude,
vibes again?
I just watched Mississippi State just fucking murder Tennessee the other day. I'm just like all time low on Tennessee. Dalton Connect, garbage. However, I'm looking at St. Peter's. They average 65 points per game and they give up 63 points per game. Not enough offense to beat Tennessee. Tennessee
Hmm.
will win this game.
Yeah, we're
Should.
feeling Tennessee
Should.
here. Okay. Well, let's just say, let me just get this off my chest. We have gotten through the worst of it.
Yeah.
Uh, and this is where it starts to get more fun. Let's do this.
Yeah. No analysis. We're just going to run through these since we're into the round of 32 and we got 27 more rounds. So back up to the East. UConn 1, FAU 8.
Give me
UConn.
UConn. Give me UConn.
Yeah. 12 seed UAB, 4 seed Auburn.
Don't look now.
Um, I'll take UAB. I'm doing it. Fuck it.
Ooh, I'm taking Auburn there.
Yeah, no, that's probably the smarter decision. I'm gonna just go off of vibes because I hate Auburn right now. BYU 6 seed, 3 seed Illinois. I'm gonna take Illinois.
I think it'll be closer than you think, but
Yes.
Illinois will be there.
Washington State 7 seed, Iowa State 2 seed. I like the Cyclones. They're a good team.
Oh, every time I get to that Sweet 16 and I see 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh, brutal.
Oh,
Oh,
this
I
is
got a 12. I got a 12. I'm good.
this is
I'm good.
ridiculous. This
I got a
sucks.
12.
I'm gonna swap out BYU and Illinois here just to make myself feel better.
That's fair.
That's
No, I
disgusting.
get that. West, North Carolina, Mississippi State. Feels
Uh,
like 96. I'm fucking doing it, baby. I'm taking them.
you got it, brother. How
My
about it?
boys.
Hey! If there's any 1 seed to beat, let me tell you, North Carolina is the worst
That's the team to do it.
out of the 4 1 seeds. Maybe Purdue is close, but North Carolina with 7 losses. I mean, come on.
Oh man, we're 3-6 against the top 25. They're 6-2. That's kind of brutal. But 3 top 5. All 3 of ours are top 5 wins. So I'm taking it.
You
I'm
got it,
doing it.
brother. Enjoy it.
I'm taking my dogs.
I think I might have to agree with you. I can't lie. Honestly, I just had a
Just the
revelation.
vibes.
This is crazy.
If you ain't a dog, dog food. 5 seed St. Mary's, 4 seed Alabama.
I mean, Greg can't. I got shit.
Taking Alabama. I'm just
Shit.
doing it.
I mean,
I'm taking the Bama boys. I don't know.
Okay. I feel some kind of way about Grand Canyon, and
Oh, you have Grand Canyon there. I forgot
yeah,
about that.
yeah, I feel some kind of way about Grand Canyon. Every year they do this thing where they win almost 30 games, and you're just like, this is it.
Yeah, I could
This
see
is
it.
my team.
If I had picked them, I could see it.
Yeah. You know what? SEC basketball. I can't go back out. I'm gonna swap my Alabama, but for our next matchup, at least for me, New Mexico and Baylor.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Baylor gave U of H a kind of a struggle at home, but I really think New Mexico could pull it off. I love these. I've been shitting on the West Coast teams like Gonzaga and St. Mary's because I feel like it's a fraudulent conference. It's almost like a
I'm kind of with you, dude. I like New Mexico.
like a Bundesliga kind of vibe where it's like top 2 teams
Yeah,
every
sure.
year. Give me New Mexico with this Baylor vibe here.
I'll take it. I'm with you. I like their averages. 7 seed Dayton is what I have. Arizona 2 seed. I don't know what you got.
Yep, same.
That's a lot of upsets. I got to take Arizona. I got to take a favorite in
Yeah,
this
we
part
we,
of
we
the
got to get
bracket.
back to the vibes. Yeah.
We gotta be responsible here. Moving on to the South, I got Houston and Texas A&M 1-9. Taking the Cougs.
Who's
Taking the Cougs.
who's? Yeah, we'll go UH here. I always do worry, and I've been talking with people, over the course of the past couple months, and I feel like in a weaker college basketball, this could be U of H's year. But I feel like I've been saying that for the past 3 years since after COVID. And I don't know, that Big 12 title game getting blown out by 30, that didn't really help my case here. We'll take U of H. That's
Yeah,
that's a future me problem. That's not a me
sure,
now
for
problem.
sure. 12 seed James Madison. I think we're both rocking that, right?
No,
Or did I just do that?
no,
You talked me into that one. And Duke. I'm taking my boys. I'm taking the Brotherhood. Coach K. Me and Coach K just moving along into the Sweet 16. It's great.
I'm weirdly attracted again to Vermont here. I think that Vermont does make that Sweet 16 run. Don't worry, this isn't going to last forever, okay? Because you're going to see who they play next round. So
You're going to be so upset when I pick Mississippi State to win the national title.
this sucks.
I've got 11 seed NC State versus Kentucky. I'm taking the boy. I'm taking the NC State, just mammoth of a person. I don't believe in this Kentucky team. I don't think they're good. I understand that they're your baby boys, but I don't care.
They're my boys, and I got to think real. As much as I do have so many Mike Leach memories, Patrick Mahomes memories. It's weird. Patrick Mahomes went to Tech, and I don't like Patrick Mahomes anymore.
Yeah, brutal. And Baker Mayfield, if you don't like him, he was also a Texas Tech person for a year.
Yeah, that did happen. But I got Tech finishing up their very brief miracle run to the round of 32 as a 6 seed. Gone with the wind. Rob Dillingham will send them packing.
Don't care. 7 seed Florida, 2 seed Marquette is what I've got. I'm taking Marquette.
Give me Marquette here.
Midwest, Purdue versus TCU, 1 versus 9. I'm tempted to take TCU, but I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm taking a Purdue. I think I've just murdered too many top seeds so far in my bracket. I've got to take somebody. I've got 12 seed McNeese, 4 seed Kansas. Just give me Kansas.
KU's weak this year. From what that's what they saying. They got blown out by 30 at the Fertitta Center. They were not full strength. Let me be clear. But you think McNeese could do it? A 30-3 or whatever they are, McNeese team. I'm feeling McNease here.
McNeese lost to Western Carolina Catamounts.
Okay, never mind. I'm gonna never mind. I don't.
That was in November. But
okay, wait, let me see these notable results here. Western
they only
Carolina
beat Texas A&M Corpus Christi Islanders by 7 points here. I'm taking Kansas. South Carolina Creighton. I'm going to SEC this year. I'm taking South Carolina.
And it's truly sad. You lost to the tier 2 Catamount. Vermont being number 1.
It's brutal.
I'll take Kansas here. Let's be real.
I've got South Carolina Creighton. I'm taking South Carolina.
I'm starting to feel the South Carolina vibes, but I mentioned earlier Creighton might have the run to get into the Final Four. They beat UConn by 20 at home though. No, let me be real. But see, now I'm about to have another 1, 2, 3, 4 situation where everything is just thrown out the window. So
you gotta think about that, huh?
Yeah, we'll see. But as for right now, I'll go Creighton.
All right, Texas, Tennessee. I'm taking Tennessee.
Yeah, give me Tennessee here.
Yep. Back up to the East, Sweet 16, UConn versus UAB. Is UConn good this year?
They're great. UConn is great this year.
All right, I'll take UConn. I'll just take UConn. This was news to me that they won the national title last year. I completely forgot about that.
Right.
Illinois versus Iowa State. I hate doing 1 versus 2, but I'm going to do it. I'm taking Iowa State.
Yeah, this makes the most sense, and hindsight's always 20/20 when your bracket's all said and done. But all you can do is look forward, and it's what makes the most sense. But I'll take this one away, brother. Your SEC. Come on.
So we haven't beat Alabama this season. It's been close. I think we've hit a new groove though in the last week. It's very recency bias, but I think we're doing things. It feels like 96, baby. It feels like 96. I'm taking my dogs. It's
Sure.
probably going to end there, but like I'm taking the dogs, Mississippi State. If you ain't a dog, you eat dog food.
Yep, that's right.
Mhm,
I'm
mhm.
taking. I like Alabama here,
And it's probably a good pick.
but that's strictly that's strictly just like Colin Sexton vibes. Um,
Yeah.
yeah,
I've got New Mexico and Arizona, 11 versus 2. I'm going to take Arizona. I've done far too much damage to my bracket so far. I've got to take a high seed at some point.
yeah. Let's be serious with ourselves here.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Do we have a number one seed going down in the first 3 rounds? I don't think we do. No, we do.
Yeah, UNC round 2
Oh, true, true, true. Okay, I just looked back
against
at it.
Mississippi
Okay,
State.
yeah, yeah. Okay, I like it.
That's a heart pick though. That's not a brain pick.
No,
That's
I like
just
the Mississippi State. If
preface that.
anything,
South region 1 versus 4 is what I have. Houston versus Duke. I know you have Houston versus like fucking Vermont over there, but
oh yeah,
um, I hate doing it, but I'm gonna take Houston.
oh, thank you. We appreciate it.
I'm gonna go with my brain on that one, not my heart.
Yeah, because Duke,
Brotherhood forever. Shout out JJ Redick.
Duke, if anything, has been pretty weak this year. Shout out Jared McCain
Yeah,
though. I'm
very
2 days into
good.
college.
Very
That
good.
shit bangs.
Bring Coach K back. We'll be fine.
She sure.
And so we can fake a heart attack on the court again.
What?
NC State 11 versus Marquette 2 is what I have. Yeah, just give me Marquette. Get me out of here. I don't need to mess with it. Just give me Marquette.
I like a Texas Tech U of H matchup in the Elite Eight.
That's good.
Talk to me. Talk to me nice.
That's interesting. Do it. You won't.
Yep, just did.
All right. Midwest 1 versus 4 is what I've got. Purdue versus Kansas.
Yep.
Yeah, I hate Kansas, so give me Purdue. I don't really like Purdue either.
Kansas
Great
is
pool,
like
by
all
the way.
banged up this
I
year
went and
too.
swam a meet at Purdue. They have a great pool.
West Lafayette. You're on his hit list.
Yeah, it's
Allegedly.
an awful town. Just terrible food. Just nothing to do.
Damn.
Great pool. Great pool. South Carolina versus Tennessee. Oh man. All right, I'm doing South Carolina. I don't like the 1-2-1-2. I'm doing South Carolina.
Yeah,
I can't do it. It's the numbers game there.
Yeah, I've got Creighton here going over Tennessee. But as we look into our Elite Eight, let me just read you my seed rankings. I've got a 1 and a 2, a 4 and a 2, a 1 and a 6, and a 1 and a 3. So it could definitely be worse, but it can't be much worse.
I've got a 1-2, 8-2, 1-2, 1-6.
Okay. So the ones are pushing through.
Yeah.
It's fine. We're good.
That's okay. That's all right. I've got UConn, Iowa State up in the East in the Elite Eight. I'm taking UConn. I'll take UConn.
We'll go UConn here. I think it'll be closer than y'all would think. This will go. Of course, we'll talk about this in a minute or two. But just the idea of like a UConn U of H, just grudge match. Ooh,
that'd be cool.
Need that.
That'd be good. I've got Mississippi State versus Arizona here. I'm taking the dogs. Feels like 96, baby.
Yeah.
Feels like 96, dude. The
You don't
dogs
even
are
got to explain yourself.
boys. Killing it right now.
I'm feeling. I want to say Bama. Ooh, no, this kind of stinks. I'm a little stinker for this. Arizona. I'm thinking Arizona over Alabama here. Let's be serious.
That's probably good. Probably a good pick. In the South, I've got Houston and Marquette. I don't trust Marquette. I'll do Houston.
Yeah, there it is. Join the right side of history. I've got Houston over Texas Tech in a Texas showdown. Don't bring your guns. Leave your guns at home. For our last matchup, Purdue Creighton.
And I've got Purdue South Carolina.
Yeah, I'm thinking Creighton wins.
Give me the Cox.
Yep.
Give me the Cox. We're riding the SEC all the way to the Final Four. There's no fucking way this happens. This is a brutal bracket right now.
This is disgusting behavior.
And much like 1996, I'm going to take UConn in the Final Four over Mississippi State.
Yeah.
Miracle Run ends on my bracket. UConn, welcome back to the national championship game. Where's Shabazz Napier?
UConn over Arizona. It'll be again much closer than people think. I'm thinking a UConn Houston Final Four, and who else? But whose house? As your national champions for 2024? Who says no? Besides everyone else in the country.
I'll take the Cougs with you. I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll fucking do it.
Yeah, let's do it. How
How
many
many total
points
points will be scored in the championship game?
143.
So it's like 71.5.
Yeah, do your math on that, folks.
Taking 149.
I like it.
Sure, I'll enter for all this bullshit where you can win money. It's great.
Take my data, please.
There's no shot like I'm going to win anything here. This is
Not
gonna be
at all.
this is going to be really bad.
This is good
State
stuff.
Bulldogs, baby, to the Final Four. Riding it out. Feels like 96.
The periodic bark every 5, 4, and 3 minutes as we keep doing this. This is great. Moral of the story with this tournament here, as Stone keeps barking, is it's been a weak year. It's been a weak year for college basketball, but this conference tournaments have just reeled me back in. And maybe before this conversation even started, I might have what's the word? Underestimated myself in my knowledge. I'm a complete idiot.
You knew a lot,
but I knew enough. I'm a complete moron, but I knew enough to talk about college basketball for 30 minutes. Can't say I've done that at all this season. And we feel good. It's March, man. Enjoy it. Enjoy every minute. Call off work. Be a piece of shit. Just kidding.
Yeah,
don't do that. Take care of yourself.
It is what it is. Yeah. March Madness is here. This is exciting. We just filled out a bracket live on air. Not live for you, but live for us. That was interesting. Mississippi State Bulldogs. That's the moral of the story. We're going to go to the Final Four. It feels like 96. If you need dog food, go Dogs. Hail State. Praise the Lord and go Dogs, as they say. Yeah, no, March Madness is here. NBA's in full swing as well. But we're just going to be watching basketball from like dusk till dawn for the next week or so, starting like Thursday, Wednesday. It's going to be awesome. Basketball's in full swing. It's great. We just had a great weekend. We're going to have a great week. It's going to be awesome. This has been Zero Gravity. And Apollo Media's NBA podcast with a little bit of college basketball flavor today. Sponsored by Big City Wings, Houston's Wing Joint, Apollo's Wing Joint. Go get some great wings, great beer, great people over at Big City Wings. They got daily specials every week. So go check them out in the Houston area. Go check out CelebrityMint.com, at CelebrityMint, at The Celebrity Mint on social media. Go see their graded legal tender collectibles of Mike Tyson, Ric Flair, and more. They've got some awesome things. Go check them out at CelebrityMint.com. Go check out Prize Picks, daily fantasy app. Use code Apollo when you sign up and get up to $100 matched on your first deposit. You pick more or less based on the stat that you're choosing for your picks with different players. If you're picking Luka Doncic, pretty much pick more on every stat all the time, every day, every game. It doesn't matter. Always pick Luka. It's never gonna fail you, and it sometimes does, but it never does. Not gambling advice. This is not gambling either. It's daily fantasy. Shout out Prize Picks. Use code Apollo when you sign up for up to $100 matched on your first deposit. This has been Zero Gravity, Apollo Media's NBA podcast.